What is a hotspot? Now, a hotspot is an actual location where people can go to access the internet wirelessly with their mobile devices such as laptop, tablet or a smartphone. And a hotspot could be either public or private. A public hotspot location would be thing like a coffee shop. Now coffee shops are very common in having a hotspot so that their customers can have internet access using their wireless device. And other common public hotspot would be things like hotels, airports and even on airplanes or maybe even on a starship. But anyway, hotspots are created with a Wi-Fi router or a wireless access point that is connected to an internet service provider. And these routers and access points will broadcast a Wi-Fi signal to that people nearby can connect and access the internet. And you would connect to this hotspot just like you would have any other Wi-Fi network. You would select the network ID or SSID and type it in the password if it has one. Now, some public hotspots are open with no password and some are secured with a password. So if the hotspot requires a password, you need to find out what it is. And also, not all public hotspots are free. There are some that are have to pay for. So, these were examples of public hotspots. Now, an example of private would be something like your home. Now, most people who have an internet connection in their home would have a Wi-Fi router that would broadcast a wireless signal so that anyone inside their home, such as family and friends, would be able to access the internet. And another example of a private hotspot would be tethering, which is created by your smartphone. Now, a lot of times there might be a situation where you are all away from your home and you need your laptop or your tablet to be able to access internet. And if you are not near a public hotspot, then you can use to convince of your smartphone to create a hotspot. Smartphones get their internet by using cellular network and you can transfer your smartphone into wireless access point. So it can share its internet connection with your other devices. Now most smartphones would have the option of creating a hotspot at a touch of your button, and once the hotspot is turned on, your phone will broadcast a Wi-Fi signal just like a Wi-Fi router or an access point, so that nearby devices can connect to this signal and access the internet from the smartphone's cellular network. Another method of connecting to internet is by using a mobile hotspot. A mobile hotspot is a portable device that uses cellular network to connect wireless devices to the internet. So if there are wireless devices within 30 feet of the mobile hotspot, they can join it and have internet access. So now going back to public hotspot, now there are some security concern where you are dealing with public hotspots, because there are in fact public, which means that just about anyone can connect to them, and so you are going to be sharing that connection with other people, which could include hackers. So if you are going to connect to a public hotspot, you should take certain precautions. So for example, if you have any folders that are shared, you should turn off folder sharing, or at least you have any password protected your shared folder. Another good things to do is to install an antivirus program, and if you have a firewall, make sure the firewall is turned on. And it's also a good idea to install a VPN on your device. A VPN will prevent hackers from stealing your data, because it encrypts the data that's been transferred from your devices and on the network. So any activity that you do when you are connected to a public hotspot, such as visiting web pages or transferring files, the data is encrypted and kept private using a VPN. So guys, just remember that a hotspot is an actual physical location. A hotspot is not a hardware. A hotspot is not a router or an access point or your mobile phone or even a mobile hotspot or even a coffee pot that catches on fire for no apparent reason. A hotspot is a location where you can go with your wireless device to access the internet.